What did we just say in the quiz? How are you going to find the real zeros? Probably. You're probably looking in the calculator and graph it, okay? The truth is that when you see these problems at the beginning of the test and it says find the real zeros, they're factorable. You could do this pretty easily by factoring. What two numbers, the product is -20 and the sum is 8. How about x plus 10 times x minus 2? Okay, so if those are the zeros, right, meaning that they make this function equal 0, then what are the values of x? -10, +2. Okay, now, the only difference between these two is now every term is multiplied by x, right? So this is actually x times, what's that? Right, plus 8x minus 20. Okay, so now that we've taken out the x, what we've got left inside is still the same thing that we already factored, right? So that is x times x plus 10 times x minus 2, right? So and now when we find the zeros, what 0 do we have to add to the mix? 0, right? Whenever the x is by itself, you're not adding or subtracting, then 0 is the value that makes this factor equal 0. So then 0 times anything is 0. So here's our answers. X equals 0, -10, and 2. And how about the last one? What's in common between all three of those? It's x squared, right? So we would, as a first step, take out x squared. And in every case, we get it to a form which we can factor, right? This same quadratic will be in the middle. So this will be x squared times x plus 10 times x minus 2. And the zeros are the same thing, right? X equals 0, x equals -10, and x equals 2. It doesn't matter that this is squared this time and it's just to the first this time. It's still 0 that makes this whole thing 0. Okay? So